Now the next thing that's going to happen for the arena, because he needs to have 2 units in play at the start of his turn, we'll need to deploy 1 more beast or criminal. So the first thing we do is roll 1d6 to determine which trap is going to open, and it's number 3, which is over here. We draw an arena unit, it's another criminal, and trap number 3 opens up for our criminal to join the game. Now we've got to be a bit careful when we are moving our units about. If our unit had been sitting on that trapdoor when it opened, then our poor attacker would have fallen through and is instantly eliminated from the game. So you do have to be a little bit cautious. It's not normally something that you'll see happening on the peripherals. Alright, this one's getting a little bit closer, but sometimes you might find yourselves sitting on top of one of these trapdoors when you're trying to fight for one of these crowd favour stones. Meanwhile then, the arena's got 2 units back on the board, so let's do their movement. Let's roll for this beast first. So it's 2 dice, a 1 and a 6. A quick check of the legend tells us 1 is this way, and then 6 is this way. Now this criminal has just been deployed. Beasts and criminals cannot move, just like our gladiator units. They cannot move on the turn they've been deployed, but they can attack on the turn they're deployed. So another reason why it's a bit dodgy to be standing next to one of these traps. So this criminal's not moving, but the boss will. Let's roll 1 dice. A 6 is going to move twice. So that's 1. And we've left our archer in a rather dodgy position. Yeah. We can't do anything but move it here. Oh dear, that's bad news. The arena boss is going to attack. Let's roll 1d6 to see whether it gets a special or just its basic attack. It's a 4, okay. Anything other than a 6 and we're good. But even so, its basic attack's pretty tough. It's 2 blacks and 2 blues. I've got a feeling we're about to lose our archer. Ah, that's not a good start, is it? Yeah. That's 4 hits. And with only 2 health, our archer is eliminated from the game. Okay. It's our turn once more. Okay, I've got my Democarius and my attacker left, and I've still got my tactic. This hamstring says units move range is reduced to 0. I'd quite like to play that on this criminal here. So we keep one of the arena's units on the board, but keep it immobile. The problem is that the tactical range of this attacker is only 1, so I can't play this tactic unless I'm right up against that criminal. So I could move in here, but then I'm subject to the criminal's attack. Alright, we'll have a think about that. I think we'll deploy our Democarius. We'll grab 3 health and we'll place him next to our tactician on this deployment spot here. He has an ability called Furiora. Now remember, he can't attack or move on the turn he's deployed, but he can still use his abilities, and Furiora says he does 1 damage to any 1 adjacent opposing unit. Again, that's an errata. In the printed rulebook you get with the game, it says every adjacent unit, but the updated rules say Furiora actually can only hit 1 adjacent unit. And the other piece of errata is that in the rulebook it says that this happens in the attack phase, but in the updated rules Furiora happens during the movement phase, which is kind of compensation because it means you could move in, use your ability, or use your ability and move out. Anyway, he's just deployed, so he's not moving anyway. And for now, I think I'm going to move my tactician around here, possibly one more, just to put him out of harm's way. Now, it's a bit of a risk, but I'm going to move this attacker in here so I can play that tactic. The thing is, if I move in here now, that's the other option. But then I'm combat locked with this beast, because they've got this innate ability called combat locked, and what that means is that that beast, if it's locked onto one of my units, it's not going to move, it's going to stay there and fight to the death. And the other thing is that while you're combat locked with the beast, you can't move either. And I don't know, it's kind of 50-50, but my health is 3, his is 4. I don't really fancy my chances. I think I'll carry out my plan. Let's see if we can survive for long enough and hope the dice go with us. Yeah, it might pay off. It's worth a gamble. My basic attack at range 1 is 1 black, 1 blue, 1 yellow. I don't think I really want to kill him though. Let's see what we get. We get 2 hits. Okay. That's 2 health removed. I'll do it for my turn. Let's roll for the criminal's movement first. We get a 4, so he's going to move 1 spot closer, which is here. Now let's roll for this beast. So it's 2 dice. A 5 and a 1. A 5 is this direction, which is occupied. And a 1 is back here. Excellent, that's just what I wanted really. Now let's roll for the boss. It's a 5. He's moving 1 spot closer. Let's roll for the giant's attack. It's a 4. Good. So he doesn't pull off his special. Now it's the criminal. Black, blue, yellow. And it's 1 hit. Off our attacker. Now he's got this ability called Retaliate. And this says, when attacked and hit with a basic attack by an adjacent unit, do 1 damage back to the attacking unit. So the criminal also takes 1 health point, and that's kind of worked out perfectly. He's left at 1. That's just where I wanted him actually. Phew. Perhaps could have planned that better, because with my movement of 2, I can't actually reach the crowd favour stone. That's now a 1, 2, 3. No, I did plan that badly. I was wondering about that movement in there. You know, I was tempted to stay here and let him come to me, but then I wouldn't have got that extra hit on him. Okay, never mind. That's everything. So, yep, back to my turn. I've got 1 attacker left to deploy, but I'm going to use my tactic first. Unit's move range is reduced to 0. I'm going to have my attacker use this tactic with his tactic range of 1. We're going to apply that to this arena criminal. He's now got a movement of 0. And now I'm going to deploy this attacker over this side, next to my tactician, I think. And he starts with 3 health. 1, 2, 3. Movement now. My attacker's going to move to that might have backfired a little bit. I'm going to move down here. that properly backfired. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Never mind. Maybe if I go for this stone. Yeah, I think that's the thing to do. Next, I'm going to try and pile in on their boss a little bit, I think. I've got to be a bit careful, because I've lost my archer. All my remaining units, I've got just one range. If I did something like this, right, they're all piling on him, but when he does his attack, he rolls 2 black, 2 blue. It's going to hit every single adjacent unit. Okay, he doesn't just target one of my units, he targets every adjacent unit. So he could wipe them all out in one hit. So yeah, I've got to be cautious. One thing I could do though is use my Dimicarius' stun alternative attack. Champions and bosses can be stunned just as well as regular units. And remember, a stunned unit can't move, attack or use abilities. So stunning that guy with my Dimicarius, it's 1 blue die to do that successfully, which is a 50-50. But while he's stunned, what that means is everybody else could be piling in. So I'm going to move one spot here. I could try and block off this space here. I think I'm actually going to, if I went there and this guy moved, he would have to move either here, and he's potentially attacking 3 units, or here. If I move here, that could be big trouble as well. Yeah. I've got to stop that guy advancing, I think. So let's move here. And then I'm going to move my defender in here. And what that means is when this guy moves, he's going to move around here, and he's going to be attacking my Dimicarius with a defender as backup. The other thing I'm going to do is move my tactician from here. It's got a movement of 3. 1, 2, 3. Supporting both these guys now. Okay, so our attack phase now, and I'm kind of happy. Let's use our Furiora ability first and remove 1 health from the giant. The question now is, do I try and stun or go with my basic attack? I think what we'll do is we'll try and attack with the defender and see how well we do there first. The defender's got a basic attack of just 1 black dice, but he is backed up by the tactician, so we're adding a yellow, so that's a black and a yellow. We should get at least 1 hit here. And yeah, we got 1 hit. He's down to 10 now, I think. I definitely think we're going to go for the stun. It's a 50-50 chance. But if we don't stun him, he's going to move and potentially kill my defender. What we're going to do next turn, this is where it gets a bit chess-like. Probably going to move my Dimicarius in there and my attacker in here. Yeah. Let's go for damage. So it's a black and a blue for his basic attack, plus a yellow from the adjacent tactician. Let's see if we can't get 3. Oh no, just 1 hit. Okay, well, we're wheeling him away. And now it's his turn. So the criminal has got a move of 0, so he's not moving. Let's roll for that beast up there first. He's roaming about in the background. That's a double 1, which means he's not going anywhere because that's this direction twice. Okay, he's staying there. Now the giant, so it's 1 dice. It's a 3, so he's moving here. Notice this movement here to this space doesn't take him any closer, but the rule is if you're unable to move a criminal 1 space closer, then he moves, if he can, to an adjacent space that's as equally close as the space he's moving from. If there is no such space, then he stays put. Okay, now let's roll for his attack. So we're looking for anything but a 6, ideally. It's a 3, so he's doing his basic attack, which remember was 2 blacks, 2 blues. Still pretty hefty, but at least he's not doing his scared stiff special. Okay, low as possible, please. Oh my goodness, that's 3 hits. Well, we definitely want to keep our Dimicarius in play, so our defender, being adjacent, is going to use his intercept blow. And unfortunately, that's 3 hits, which is going to take out this defender. We've lost another unit. I had a hunch that was going to happen. It was kind of inevitable, really. Yeah, the odds were with it. Okay, it's my turn, and we're all out of units to deploy. So it's all about trying to take this guy down as quickly as possible. So the first thing I'm going to do is move my attacker with a range of 2 in here, potentially with a view to coming here next turn. I want to keep my Dimicarius, this movement of 3, I'm going to move it around here, and I'm going to try the same tactic of using his stun. I want to keep him adjacent for that. This attacker now, with his movement of 2, yeah, I'm going to head this way. 1, 2. I thought about putting him here and bringing the tactician in, but it's a quick way to lose a lot of units in one go if this stun fails. It's very risky, very, very risky. But come on, let's do it. Let's do it. This is a bit all or nothing. And what's going to happen if he does wipe out these units? Then he's going to start beating on my champion anyway, who still isn't activated. But this is kind of new for me, because normally what I'll do is I'll go after the beasts and criminals and try and activate my champion and beat down his beasts and criminals. But I've kind of found myself in a position now where I've blocked off this guy. I'm going to try and take him down as quickly as possible. Let's start with the tactician's attack. Now his basic attack is, he doesn't roll any dice, he does 1 automatic damage. You can just make that out. Okay, it says 1 damage, no roll. So that's 1 away. Now the attacker. The good thing about these guys, they do a black, a blue and a yellow, and supported by a tactician, that's 2 yellows. So that's 4 dice. Okay, let's start with this guy on here. And we get 2 hits. And 2 down. Same again with this attacker. So it's black, blue, 2 yellows. I think you might get him. Yeah, there's 2 more hits. He's down to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, do I stun? Or do I go for the kill? These 2 attackers have retaliate. So if this guy does attack, even if he kills these, I know we're going to do at least 2 damage. So that only leaves him with 2. So it's kind of like, what's that? Yeah. Will I get 2 hits with these 2 dice? It's a 50-50 chance on getting that stun. I'm going to roll my basic attack. This is a black and a blue. I'm not adjacent to the tactician. Sure, I'm going to lose all these units if it fails. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Come on. Yes! Woohoo! We've done it. That's 2 hits. This guy is history. It's his turn. Let's move the beast. So that's 2 dice. He wouldn't have moved anyway as it goes. Okay, a 6 and a 5 is going to move the beast here. Yeah, now it's his attack. Now I want anything but a 6. Right, this is the one that counts. Anything but a 6. It's a 2. Good, good. So he's going to do his basic attack. That's 2 blues, 2 blacks. And I'm not worried about this at all. Wow, that's a pretty mean roll. That's 4 hits on all my units. They're all dead. 1, 2, 3, 4 dead. But here's the thing. My 2 attackers have got retaliate, and that's still effective even if they get defeated. So this guy, in his defeat, is going to retaliate and do 1 damage. And this guy, with his last dying breath, reaches up and sticks a dagger right through the giant's heart. We are victorious. And that was a pretty good victory. We didn't activate our champion. We only killed 1 criminal, and we managed to take down their boss with all 10 of our health intact. Well, that was Hoplomachus. I hope you enjoyed this little playthrough of the first round. I'm going to crack on now because I love this game. I'm going to set up for round 2. There's going to be 3 arena beasts and criminals on the board. 6 random units and 1 random tactic. And get myself a new arena boss to fight. I hope you've enjoyed watching this little playthrough. Go and pick up this game. It's absolutely fantastic. And it's great for solo play. It's great for person v person. Right, I'm going to finish up here. I'll see you next time while I try out round 2. Bye for now.